to therapy and we had an interesting session, and basically I wanted to talk to her about I have been overspending, and I've been overspending probably since March. Thanks for clicking on Simply Tanika. I am Tanika. If you are new here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button. Let's hang out a while. If you are returning, welcome back. Let's get those babies, ladies. I see the crystal raindrops fall and the beauty. Good morning, Fertility fam. Today is Thursday, September 20th. How are you? As you can see, I'm suited and booted and about to hit the pavement. Feeling pretty good. I did go out and work out one last time after I talked to you guys last night. I got in about 30 minutes and then I got all my food in within my time, so the fasting is going great. I took some water with 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar before I came out, and yeah, I'm gonna hit it. I was reading last night, and when you're doing intermittent fasting and doing weight loss in general, your body is in detox mode because the fat that it's breaking down has a lot of toxins in it, and as it breaks down, it releases it into your bloodstream. So to support that, when I get back, I'm gonna take 2 charcoal pills before I head out. Because I adjusted my time yesterday, so I think I ate until 9:30 because I didn't have my first meal until 1. I was gonna let myself do, no, that's not right, 8:30. I was meant to be done, oh, I may not be saying that right. Anyway, it was supposed to be 12 to 8, so I think I pushed it 1 to 9. I'm not gonna do that again. Like, if I don't get my food in, I just don't get my food in. I can't extend the time. I have to do my best to get those calories in, and it's hard. Like, I thought I was gonna be starving, but I felt totally full. I did get my shake in, which has a lot of nutrients in it, which I felt good about. So it's a process is what I'm saying in a long-winded way. I'm seeing the results in the mirror. I'm excited to do my photo day on Saturday, to do my 360 and compare it to where I started. Pray for me. All right, ladies, I will talk to you later. I gotta pick up the pace. Hey, ladies. All right, I'm running all kinds of late, but look, I got into this. I didn't have to squeeze in, well, kinda, but I haven't worn it in forever. Official picture day is Saturday, where we do the before and after, but waist snatched.
Appointment tomorrow for hysteroscopy.
Okay.
You're scheduled for 10 o'clock.
Okay.
You will need to be here at 9:30, and you need to be fasting. Nothing to eat or drink after midnight tonight.
Okay, perfect.
Okay? Not even a sip of water tomorrow morning. And then someone needs to pick you up after the procedure. You cannot drive after the procedure, and you should take day off and rest for the rest of the day at home.
Okay, and how long is the procedure? Like, what time would they need to pick me up?
11:30, I would say.
Oh, okay. So I need to be there at 9:30 and they can pick me up by 11.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
All right. They called. It's 4:05. They were meant to call at 4. But anyway, I'm fasting, so that works out. And I just need to let Blue know. Yay. We're making progress. Hey fam, how are you? All right, I have made it home. I have the procedure in the morning, so I'm going to head out to Blue's house tonight. I have to be there at 9:30, as you heard. He's going to go with me the whole time. I told him he only had to come at 11:30, but he said he would go with me, so that's cool. And of course, Team Too Much has scheduled a meetup with, well, not a meetup, but I'm meeting a friend of mine to walk the George Washington Bridge. She saw the photos last Sunday and she was like, I'll go with you. So I'm doing it tomorrow to kind of keep myself distracted before the procedure. So we're gonna meet up at 6 a.m. The only thing is I can't have water after midnight either. The fasting I'm not worried about because I don't eat after a certain time anyway. The water is gonna be a little tricky. And then you have to give a urine sample. Well, you guys heard the video. She wants to do a pregnancy test. So anyway, I am all geared up for that, so wish me luck, keep me in your prayers. I did want to say, I didn't record it earlier, but I went to therapy and we had an interesting session, and basically I wanted to talk to her about I have been overspending, and I've been overspending probably since March. And so just some, I don't know, there was like a need to control. There was some shame associated with it. There's a lot of things, almost like I'm punishing myself. One thing about me, I don't like to be in debt, and now I've created a situation where I am in debt, and so it was just weighing heavy on me. But the takeaway from the therapy session was to, you know, remember to be good to myself and to keep focusing on that. And I have been, like, I've been doing the meditation. I've read some of them to you guys. I've been doing visualization. I've obviously been working out and eating really well, which also saves money because I'm cooking on my own food. But I know exactly what I'm putting in my body, so I can't think of a better way to take care of myself. So it's like win-win, as we say in corporate America. So I feel good about that. But I did want to say, like, be mindful of if you're doing anything in excess while you're TTC, because I think the emotions express themselves in other ways, even if we're not saying what they are. And I think the overspending was like my emotions expressing themselves. You know, before it was excessive drinking, now it's excessive spending. And I think a little bit of me felt resentment because I'm spending so much on TTC that it was like, well, for the baby that's not even here yet, that I would like to spend a little of my money on me because I'm the one who goes to work every day. And I didn't buy anything like super extravagant. Like, I redid the house earlier and I added like the Google Home, so throughout the house I can walk through and talk and turn on my TV or my lights or whatever else, which I really like, but I didn't need it. So those kind of things, like I was buying things to make myself feel good, and it wasn't necessarily the most healthy way to approach it. So I would just suggest that if you're doing things that are kind of out of the norm or in excess or to make yourselves feel good, take a look at it. Take a look at it. Because in the end, it doesn't, you know, what I did didn't help me feel better. Like at the moment it did, the impulse of it, getting the stuff, unpacking it, like redoing the house, that all felt great. But now I'm paying the price of it, and I have to figure out, you know, how to cover it all. And so that is just a little bit like, yeah. And ultimately, I'm taking money away from the baby, right? So it was just like a little cruel trick that my mind was playing on me. So I don't know. Do you guys do that? Have you noticed that? Like, you overspend or you overeat? I was definitely overeating. I was mad because I was like, why should I lose weight? I'm going to be pregnant. I'm going to gain a lot of weight. I was bigger than this when I got pregnant with Cheyenne. Like, this isn't fair. Wham. So I was only hurting myself. Like, who you mad at, girl? Who you mad at? I was the one suffering. What is that Carrie Fisher said? Resentment is like swallowing the poison and expecting the other person to die. And I was building up resentment against myself. So how else to express that but some form of self-harm, which really is, it's like self-sabotage, which is crazy. So I did talk about that in therapy today. I wanted to share that with you guys. Maybe some of you guys have gone through it, are going through it. If you've gone through it, tell me what you did to like recognize it and kind of like get it in check. Like, I have a plan now, so I'm good in helping, like writing up the goals was one of those things. But I think I wasn't even being fully honest with myself. Like, I put on savings, but I should have also put on stop spending, which I have done. But that's a much more specific goal, right? When you're doing SMART goals, 1 is to stop spending, and then 2 is to save. And so, because if you are spending like crazy, you really can't save. It's just like if you have a bunch of credit card debt and your interest rate is ridiculous, and then you have $500 in the bank in savings that's gaining like 1.8% interest. It's not really a true savings because you have this debt on the other side, and that's what I did to myself. And so I'm digging myself out of that. And I think I'm gonna do like a consolidation. I'm looking at either a debt consolidation loan or some 0% interest credit card. So I'm kind of moving it around, but ultimately there will be savings because the interest rate will be lower than looking at the debt that I have and paying it off at the rate that I've committed to pay it off. It would be more. So I'm looking to kind of look for some saving opportunities there. And then it doesn't help with TTC. Like, tomorrow I have the procedure. I've got to pay an extra $500 to be put to sleep, which I'm like, I don't even know why insurance doesn't cover that. If I have to be put to sleep for this procedure, that should be covered. And maybe it is with my insurance. Like, the clinic wasn't sure. And I talked to one of my coworkers, and she wasn't sure either because she just had her procedure, so she's not sure if it's been covered or if she's getting a bill. But like some of those things, it's not like a tooth where you could be awake when you get your tooth removed. Like you're removing parts of my uterine lining. Anyway, I digress. But see, this is what I get into with myself. Like, I'm bitching to who? For what? Like, none of that's gonna change. Deal with the facts. Come up with the plan based on the facts. And stop having this, like, BMW moment. Bitching, moaning, and whining. Like, deal with the facts. The ego in me wants to have this story and this drama. And I've got to figure out how to squash that. So, that's all. I don't know if that was any clearer, but if you have had any incident like this, please let me know that I am not alone, or if you're currently struggling with it. If you don't want to put it below, I know it's private, send me an email, Tanika@simplytanika.com, and I'll hit you back and we can share war stories. I would love to hear how you got to the other side, if you did, and if you're in the middle of the struggle, we can commiserate, because that's where I am. If you're in the beginning, girl, hit me up. I have some tips for you. All right, ladies, I will talk to you later. Bye. Baby dust to you all.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind.